Hello everyone and welcome to another Wizard101 guide video. God, this is the first video I've recorded in around 3 or 4 days. It feels very strange. But nonetheless, here I am. Now, I've already done a video kind of like this in the past. It was the guide video, Wizard101 Complete Guide to Pets. This video is similar to that, but more direct. This is going to be how to make the best pet for you in Wizard101, and basically how to go exactly about that. So, first thing you want to know is the stats. Stats are incredibly important for many reasons. One, because it dictates all of what these stats are. That's basically the only reason. I don't know why I was saying there's multiple reasons. That's literally the only reason. It dictates what these stats are. So for example, my proof right now is at 9. If I had more power on this pet, like say I had like 240 power, I probably would have 10 proof instead of that. You can get up to like 10 dealer, right? Stuff like that. Now, the second thing you want to know after that is that the hatching kiosk is probably your friend. Probably one of the best friends in this game. You want to go to browse pets, right? And, okay, sorry, I missed something else you want to know. And that's what the different talents are and which are the best for you. So, you have dealer and bringer, I believe. Those are the two variations of that, which are the best type of damage. They give +9 average damage, which is really good. We have, then we have giver, or what's the other one? Is that bringer? I'm not sure, but it gives +6 damage, and then there's boon, which gives +3. Spell proof gives 10, spell define gives 5. These are all the averages I'm telling you, and what they should be. So now that you know that, you're gonna want to come over to the hatchmaking kiosk. You're going to press browse pets, search for pet talents, and then you need to decide what's good for you. So for example, my balance, I like having high resist on my balance. So one thing I definitely want above others is spell proof. Another thing I like is his high damage. So I'm gonna go for balance. I'm gonna type this, and then I'm gonna put balance dealer in. Now I wouldn't mind balance assailant, which gives balance critical, but I would rather damage over critical because my balance isn't designed really for critical. So then you press search for all talents, and all the pets that have these talents will come up here. And what you're going to want to look for, beyond just simply having the talents you want, so see this has all the talents I want, you also want to look at its stats. So you're going to want about 260 in strength, will, and power. So this pet's good, but not the best. Also, you want to make sure that the talents it has, you want to make sure that it naturally has these stats and it isn't getting these stats from like an ability. So like this kookaburra wouldn't be good. I mean, realistically, you could probably hatch with one of these. I'd imagine 240, 260, and 250 is enough. But really, you just want to look for the highest amounts possible. So like this pet's really good. You can see this is, besides the fairy friend, I probably wouldn't hatch with this pet, but it has really good stats, right? And you just want to cycle through until you find something like this has really good stats. I would probably hatch with this pet if I could. I don't have the gold to, but I have already hatched in the past, so I can show you training a pet and show you how that works. So now you've got your pet. One thing to note is there is now a hatch egg for gold thing down here. You can hatch eggs for gold. Costs about 30,000 gold to do. Boom, you get a hatch egg immediately. You don't have to use a hatching elixir anymore. So you have this pet. Boom. I'm kind of annoyed that it's a harpy still because I've been trying to get something that isn't a harpy for a long time. But you can see over here it has 235 strength and then 250 will and power, which is actually really good. It's a lot better than this, which has 235, 235, and 215. In fact, real quick, I want to go to the pet stat calculator and calculate what his pet stats are going to be. I'm going to pause it and I'll bring back up the window once I'm there. Alright, so this is the pet stat calculator. I'm not sure who it was designed by. Let me see. This guy on Discord. You can go check it out in the description. I'll leave it down there. But basically what you're going to want to do is, you can see I have the pet stats here. I'm going to put them into this. So I have 235, 229, 260, 248, and 248. Okay, so you can see over here, if I train this pet up, I will have a 9 dealer, 6 giver, 3 pain bringer, I'll have 10 proof. It rounds up from 5, by the way. I'll have 5 defy, which is good. Critical striker will be at 30, critical hitter at 25, assailant will be at 32, which is really good, striker at 25. All of these are really good. You can kind of see what all of them would give you. That's why I really like this. This shows that this pet wouldn't be a complete failure in regards to stats, which means I should train this pet up. If it fails in talent-wise, I'll hatch again. Now, basically what you're doing is you're breeding the talents into the pets. So what you're doing is you train up a pet. If it doesn't fail, fantastic, you win. If it does fail, you hatch that pet that you just trained again with another pet, so you keep getting the same stats over and over again into it until eventually you'll only have the good stats that you can get. So at that point, you're going to want to train up the pet, and boom, you have a really good pet. So I'm going to show you what the fastest way to train, in my opinion. Okay, wait, sorry. Forgot to do the window. Forgot to close the window capture again. The fastest way to train... Is my screen... Okay, no, it isn't. For some reason, oh, okay, I'm still collecting on the window, that's why. Okay, sorry. The fastest way to train, in my opinion, beyond getting this medal up here up to a gold medal, then you can just skip training altogether. In my opinion, the fastest way is the dance game. You go into it like this. Since you have pet snacks, this doesn't matter. Boom. And you just fail 3 times. And then you feed it a pet snack. Boom, it's probably about 10 to 20 seconds for every round, possibly a little bit longer than that, not entirely sure, but you go over here, you find a pet snack, you can see I actually have a lot of decent mega snacks right now. You can see I fed it to that, all of its stats increased, and it's about halfway to the next level. So I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to get this up to teen so you can see what it gets. Alright, you can see I traded up here and it failed spectacularly. It decided to get Storm Dealer at teen, which I do not want. I am a balanced wizard, not a storm wizard. The fact that I got Storm Giver is actually kind of annoying. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to train it up to adult anyway. The reason why I'm going to train it up to adult is because I want this pet's stats and talents to carry over to the next generation. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to train this up to adult. From there, I'm going to hatch it again with another good pet, and then I'm going to train that pet up. If it fails, I'll hatch again and I'll repeat the process. If it doesn't, I'll continue on. So that's basically how this works. I hope you kind of learned how hatching pets works. This is how you do it. There isn't really any other way, as far as I know, to get good pets. This is just the best way, is to just grind it out and get good pets. Another thing to look out for is double pet XP. When double pet XP is activated, you want to train your pets, because that means even Shanta Pudding, which in my opinion is one of the best pet snacks because you can get it from the bazaar. It's like semi-cheap. Let's see, here, right here, you can see it gives 10. Even that is almost like a mega snack with double pet XP because it gives 20 per, which 20 per is still a lot. That's enough to, you know, that's enough to get a, what, 50 games for a, or 25 games for adult to ancient, which is actually pretty good. In, you know, it's half the time of what it would take normally, which is, you know, pretty freaking good, not gonna lie. I shouldn't be using these, by the way, I should not be using these mega snacks on this pet. In retrospect, that this is a really stupid idea, but you know, choose to ignore this. Yeah, just pretend I haven't been doing that. And I'm gonna pause and I'll see you when it gets adult. Okay, as you can see, I got it to adult. My pet failed even harder. It got Death Giver. So now I have storm damage and death damage. Great, not what I wanted at all. This pet is a complete failure. If you look at my last pet, it was almost 100 times better than this, despite the fact that it still failed and got Storm Giver and Pip. So I don't know. But basically, I gotten this pet up. honestly, I don't even really want to hatch this, but I will, because that's how you do it. I don't have the gold to hatch, but I'll search for all these talents, search for a pet to hatch with, and then I'll hatch with it, and continue the cycle of getting the pets up. So hopefully you learned from this video. If you did, please drop a like, hit the sub button. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching.